Journal. I'm your guest host, Deidra D. Veals. Netbooks, smartphones, Facebook, oh my. We're living in a generation that is becoming predominantly tech savvy. Electronics and technology dominate the 21st century, and they are rapidly advancing. Today, IT consultant Marcus Nelson joins us to talk about the ever-changing world of technology. Welcome, Marcus.
Thank you for having me, Deidra.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, I've been in the information technology field for the last 25 years. I've worked on the mainframe, servers, security, and various companies and various small businesses in the banking industry, in the healthcare industry, and also in the retail industry.
Tell me the difference between information systems and information technology.
Well, information systems and information technology, the definitions are kind of similar. It's just one may prefer to use information technology, more or less covers the hardware and the different things that are related to that, whereas the information systems has to deal with the data solutions and how it interacts with the people that use the data.
Okay, and what is an IT consultant?
Well, IT consultant is a professional that may specialize in a different part of technology that consults. He goes into a company or a small business and he works with the company to enhancing their technology and making it work for them.
So in terms of, so for layman's terms, for people like me who don't know the difference with the IT, which is information technology and information systems, there's consultants, there's specialists. Is there a difference between consultants and specialists?
Yes, because there's many facets in information technology. So there's security, there's network, and a person can specialize in one particular area of information technology. So that would make that person a specialist in that area. Then you have a jack of all trades, where you can deal multiple things.
Okay. So what are some of the certificates needed to become a consultant?
Well, they have, for the networking side, you have like a CCNP, which is a Cisco Certified Network Professional. You also have Microsoft Certified Professionals, and you have A+ for people that want to do desktop support. You have Security Plus, who people that want to do security, and you have a CompTIA in terms of voice over IP, which is phones that are over the network. So there's variations.
And is this a position where you can learn on the job training, or do you have to actually go to classes? And
well, it's good that a person definitely goes to classes just to get the basic foundation and fundamentals, and then they can apply it if they go through training, internship or a job.
Is there a high demand for this field for IT consultants?
Yeah, there's a demand, because right now people like to bring in consultants primarily on projects where they may need a couple of computer professionals in the beginning of a project, but may not need them to maintain it later on.
Okay.
So they'll hire a couple of consultants in the beginning, or they'll just maybe they have a problem. They need a specialist or a consultant to come in and determine what the problem is to make it go away and to make it work for them.
So walk us through a typical day in the life of an IT consultant.
Well, it varies. Let's take an example of if you're dealing with a small business. You go into a small business, you may meet with the owner or the staff, and you find out what their IT needs are. And also, the main thing, especially in today's economy, is the budget. Okay. So you want to give them what they need within the budget that they're giving you. And sometimes people want more, just like in anything else, more than what they can afford. So you try and find the right form that's going to help them, and also what's cost saving for them, because in general, that's the way things are going now.
Does your day have an average 8-hour shift? Do you work longer, 10, 12 hours maybe?
Yeah, the day varies. Sometimes you can go in and it can be something as simple as a couple of hours. And then a lot of work sometimes is also off hours, because you cannot take down the systems during the day when the normal people are working. So you would have to work in the evening, off hours, and get it done and have them back up and running in the morning when people come back in.
Okay, let's talk about technology and how important it is in today's society.
Yeah, technology is very important in today's society. Everything around us runs on technology. And if it fails, I mean, things shut down. I mean, even people's lives, you see people walking around strictly with Blackberries and iPhones, and if they lose it, they don't know what they're going to do.
Use them. I'm like, what? What's happening here? What's going on? Like, so what makes today's technology different than past years? Like, how have we grown?
I mean, just simply looking at the desktops, you look at the different netbooks, everything has gotten smaller. And it's also, not only has it gotten smaller, it's more powerful, and you can do more things with it. You have, like even now, you have the Kindle, you have so many different varieties that you can choose from, depending on to fit your needs.
But with the systems being so much smaller and so much information being able to come from this, how safe is it? Like, what are the security concerns?
Well, people out there, just like the systems out there, people want to break in. They want your information. They want your social security number. They want to see your shopping habits. They want these things. And it's an easy way to steal because you don't know they're missing. It's not like somebody broke into your house and you see that something is gone. You might not even know your identity has been stolen or anything like that for a while until you actually go to buy a house or your credit report is damaged. So security is foremost in this age.
Can you give any advice to how people can more maintain better and not make it so easy for people to be able to get information?
Well, the main thing I see in my experience has been that people don't keep up to date with their virus protection. They let it go. They buy it, whatever, or they get a new computer. They'll take the 15-day trial and they'll leave it.
So that's important.
Yes, because the vulnerabilities of a system change daily. You have the crooks who are updating, thinking of new ways, and you have the companies that are trying to protect. When the companies apply updates, they're trying to stop the latest things that they've seen the criminals doing. So people need to keep first and foremost, their machines up to date with the virus protection. Also, they should have a firewall. If you have a wireless network, you should have a password on it. It shouldn't be open just for anybody just to come in.
What is the difference? Well, not really the difference, but like, is it also harder for people who have that Wi-Fi where it's easy for other people to get on their systems and surf free?
Yes. I can tell you an example. There was a major retailer, which I won't name, where people drove up and sat in the parking lot, and they was catching the cash receipts and the credit card information on the laptops.
Really?
Yeah. So this can happen to you in your home too. If you don't have a secure network, anybody from the street, as long as they can get the signal, can go in, and unbeknownst to you, they can be in your system. You shop on your computer. Some people do their taxes. So your personal information, your business can be out there.
Do you have any advice for parents who need to, I guess, watch what their children are doing more so on the systems?
Yes, what you can do, keep your computer in an open area where you can see it. Then you can put the nanny surfs and different softwares like that on the machine that keep people, from going to certain, X-rated or pornographic sites. But there's so much you can do.
What advice can you give college students about computer use?
Well, one of the biggest things that college students like to do, they like to post everything on Facebook. And what people don't realize, that Facebook can be broken into. And also anything that you sit out on the net, it stays there. You can't get it back. Somebody can copy it. And not only that, 70% of employers now go out there and they check. So they want to see who your friends are.
Absolutely.
So if you're out there partying with drinks on your thing or lifting up your top or doing whatever, that can come back to bite you later on in your life when you try and go for a job or an interview.
Yes. So what advice can you give anyone who chooses information technology as a career path?
Well, I think they should start and figure out what part of information technology they would like to go into. Would they like to go into fixing computers or desktops or servers? They like to go in the security aspect, or they like to go in the network aspect, and from there, take that into college or pursue it through a certification.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nelson, for joining us this evening. I enjoyed very informative interview. I appreciate you. if for anyone who wants to get in contact with you, give us your contact information.
Oh, my contact information is mln263@hotmail.com. And also I can be contacted on the phone at 917-596-8828.
Thank you. And we'll be